Ever wondered if your cat is truly content with you, their owner? Cats, with their unique behaviors and quirks, are a source of endless fascination, and understanding them can be a delightful journey. It's important to recognize the signs of a happy cat, so you can ensure your feline friend is living their best life. Today we'll be exploring the top 10 signs that your cat adores you. Stay with us as we uncover the secret language of cats and decode their love for you. First up, we have the slow blink. Now this isn't your average blink, mind you. In the world of cats, a slow blink is somewhat of a love letter. It's an intimate gesture that speaks volumes about their feelings towards you. Imagine, if you will, your cat sitting across the room, its gaze fixed on you. Suddenly its eyes close ever so slowly, then reopen, locking onto you once again. This isn't a sign of drowsiness, oh no, it's actually a kitty version of a warm, heartfelt hug. You see, in the wild, closing their eyes would leave cats vulnerable to threats. So when your feline companion offers you a slow blink, it's their way of saying, "I trust you and I feel safe with you." It's a sign of affection, trust and contentment. So a slow blink from your kitty is a definite sign of love. Next, we're looking at kneading behavior. This is when your cat pushes in and out with their paws, alternating between left and right, almost like they're kneading dough. But why do they do it? Well, it's essentially a leftover behavior from kittenhood. When kittens nurse, they knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. As cats grow up, they continue this behavior when they're feeling most relaxed and content. So the next time you find your cat kneading on your lap or on a soft blanket, know that they're expressing deep feelings of comfort and contentment. It's their way of saying, "I'm happy and I trust you." In fact, the act of kneading can be so comforting to cats that they might even start to purr or drool while doing it. So when your cat needs you, it's a sure sign they feel safe and loved. Enjoying the video so far? If you've been nodding along and finding these insights helpful, why not join our community? By hitting that subscribe button and clicking on the notification bell, you'll be the first to know when we drop more content like this. It's a treasure trove of information for all you cat lovers out there. So why wait? Subscribing is just a click away. Now let's continue with the list. Our next signs are sleeping nearby and greeting you at the door. Now let's delve into why these actions indicate a strong bond between you and your feline friend. When your cat chooses to sleep near you, it's a sign of trust and affection. Cats are at their most vulnerable when they're asleep, so choosing to snooze near you is a clear signal that they feel safe and secure in your presence. It's a bit like when we humans choose to share our beds with those we trust and love the most. So next time your cat curls up for a nap next to you, know that it's their way of saying, "I trust you and I love being around you." Now what about when your cat greets you at the door? Cats are creatures of habit, and they quickly pick up on their owner's routines. If your cat is waiting for you when you come home, it's a sign that they've missed your company. It's their way of saying, "Hey, I'm glad you're back, I missed you." Of course, not all cats will display these behaviors. Some cats might be more independent or reserved, and that's okay. It doesn't mean they love you any less. Cats have their own unique ways of showing affection, and it's up to us, as their loving owners, to understand and appreciate these special quirks. Remember, the key to understanding your cat's behavior is patience and observation. Pay attention to their habits, their routines, and their body language. These are all ways your cat communicates with you. So even if your feline friend isn't a door greeter or a bed sharer, they still have their own unique ways of showing you their love. So a cat that sleeps near you and greets you at the door is one happy feline. They trust you, they're comfortable with you, and they're always glad to see you. And isn't that just the best feeling in the world? Moving on, we have headbutting, cheek rubbing, and tail positioning. These actions are not just random feline whims but significant behaviors that can tell us a lot about how a cat is feeling. Let's start with headbutting, also known as bunting. When your cat bumps its head against you, it's a clear sign of affection. Cats have scent glands on their heads, and by doing this, they are marking you as part of their family. So next time your cat gives you a little headbutt, know that it's their way of saying, "I love you." Next, we have cheek rubbing. This behavior is similar to headbutting, but with a slight twist. Cats have scent glands in their cheeks as well. When they rub their cheeks against you, they are not only showing affection but also marking their territory. It's their way of saying, "You're mine and I feel safe with you." So the next time your cat rubs its cheek against your leg, take it as a compliment. Now let's talk about tail positioning. A cat's tail is like a mood barometer. It can reveal a lot about how a cat is feeling. For instance, when a cat's tail is held high with a slight curve at the end, it indicates happiness and confidence. On the other hand, a low tail often signifies fear or aggression. So keep an eye on your cat's tail to understand their emotional state better. However, here's an interesting twist. When a cat wraps its tail around you, it's a sign of affection. It's like a warm, furry hug. So if your cat does this, it's a surefire sign that they are happy and content with you. In summary, these behaviors, headbutting, cheek rubbing, and tail positioning, are more than just adorable quirks. They are your cat's way of communicating their feelings towards you. These behaviors are your cat's way of showing love and trust. So next time your cat displays any of these behaviors, remember to appreciate these special moments of feline affection. Next up are purring, trilling, playful antics, and belly-up exposure. Did you know that your cat's purring is not just a sign of contentment but also a form of communication? That's right. If your cat purrs while you're petting them, it's their way of saying, "I'm happy and relaxed." Then there's the trilling sound, a cross between a meow and a purr. When your feline friend trills, they're usually in a good mood and might be inviting you to play or cuddle. Speaking of play, cats are known for their playful antics. They may chase their tail, pounce on non-existent prey, or perform acrobatic leaps. These are all signs of a content cat. If your pet is engaging in these activities, it means they feel safe and secure in their environment. Now let's talk about the ultimate sign of trust, the belly-up exposure. When a cat exposes their belly, they're showing you their most vulnerable area. This is a big deal in the cat world, as it is a sign of absolute trust. If your cat often lies on their back with their belly exposed, it's a clear indicator that they trust you completely. But remember, not all cats appreciate a belly rub, even if they're showing you their belly. It's always good to be respectful and observe their reactions. If they seem uncomfortable or try to move away, it's best to stop. So, purring, trilling, playful antics, and belly-up exposure. These behaviors are all signs of a content and trusting cat. They indicate that your cat is not just comfortable, but truly happy in your company. And isn't that the best feeling in the world? Knowing that your fluffy companion trusts and loves you as much as you love them? These are all clear signs your cat is content and trusts you. And lastly, we have grooming. Grooming is a social bonding behavior that cats engage in from a very young age. When your furry companion decides to groom you, it's their way of saying, "Hey, you're part of my family." It's an intimate act of mutual trust and affection. Cats groom each other in a process known as allo-grooming, which helps strengthen their social bonds. So when your cat starts to lick your hand or nudge you with their head, they're extending this bonding ritual to you. It's a way of marking you as their own, their way of showing you that they trust you, that they feel safe and secure in your presence. This grooming behavior can be a little ticklish, and sometimes it might even hurt a little, especially if they're using their teeth. But remember, it's their way of saying, "I love you and I consider you part of my family." So, if your cat is grooming you, it's a sure sign they love you. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 signs your cat adores you. From slow blinking and kneading behavior to playful antics and grooming you, these are the telltale signs of feline affection. Remember, every cat is unique, so pay attention to their special quirks and behaviors. It's a joy to understand them better and to make sure they're as happy as they can be.